In Royale, there are a lot of differences from Persona 5. Some of them are little and others change the story they can play. We start with the little differences that have less impact on the experience of the game. Royale starts with a new intro and a new host. The menu is placed in a different location. If you played Persona 5, you receive some medicines and 50k yen. The Japanese voices are already in the game, you don't need to download the DLC as in Persona 5. In Royale, at the start of the game, you can see the portraits of the Phantom Thieves. There are more appearances of the main cast during some cutscene, while going to school, or while exploring the game. There are new animations in the loading screen at the start of a new day, when it's raining, or if you send a calling card. When you start a new day in Royale, the loading is faster than Persona 5. It's really slow. Come on! Oh, here it is. There's a new unique dialogue box for personas. Some dialogues are different, but the meaning is the same. The game sometimes has a different camera angle. The overall interface of the game is different. Now there are cherry blossoms at your school and you can even see the petals on the ground. While exploring, you can encounter new people with a short dialogue, but they don't say anything special about the story. If you miss them, you're not going to miss anything. The important characters have new dialogues and new portraits. There are even some unique, only for when they're calling. Now you can find some tourists in Shibuya while they're taking some selfies. The Unbreakable doesn't sell the basic guns. When making infiltration tools, you can choose only the palace and the battle section. All the items in Urgent are now in the Palace section. Most tutorials are described a lot better and with more info. Some dialogues changed, and now they talk about the new character. Now we can talk about the differences that change the experience of the game. This section is divided by day. This is the first gameplay difference in Royale, and it's a new part for the introduction of a new feature and the new character. Merciless is already included in the game and you don't need to download the DLC. When Kawakami gives you your student ID, she gives you something more by mistake. The second fight in Persona 5 is a tutorial. While going to school, there's a new part where we meet the new character and interact with her. The first time you meet Mr. Ushimaru, there's a new question. The first gun of Joker has less ammo, but this comes from one of the new features. The gun's ammo restores after every fight. You don't need to return to reality to restore them. After you use your gun, there's a different dialogue about the restoration of the ammo and a new fight for showing the feature. After you eat something with Ryuji, there's a new dialogue. While going to school, there's a new dialogue between the volleyball players. They talk about a guest in the school. When you take a weapon from a treasure chest, if it's stronger than the one you have already equipped, someone in the group asks you if you want to equip the new one. When you return to the real world, after Anne's awakening, there's a dialogue near the school. There's a new cutscene at the start of the day about the supervision of Kawakami. And you meet the new character. In the school library you can see the book Speed Reader. In Persona 5 you can buy it later in the game after you read all the other books in a store. The first word to solve in the crossword is different, and you gain only 1 point in knowledge. The question of Mr. Hiruta is different. After you hang out with a confidant, it's possible that they will call you. This gives you another opportunity for some confidant points. There's a new tutorial for the new Baton Pass. Now it's a lot stronger, with more benefits and a new animation. In Persona 5 you need to level up a confidant to unlock the button pass. Now everyone has that as default. The map of the palace is different. The enemy on the chandelier has disappeared. The new elements of the palace start from here. This is a new puzzle that you can solve with the third eye. In Persona 5 is a regular room with some enemies. The Shadow's personalities now is a better system with more explanations, and Morgana helps you when you need to negotiate. You can't screw up anymore without knowing why. Atlas broke the stairs so they can explain one of the new features, the grappling hook. The book puzzle has one more book than Persona 5, but you can use this book only for one protein. That's all. Kamoshida's statue is different. Now he's playing volleyball. After you defeat the mini-boss in the church, Joker used the grappling hook to escape. The door for the next part after the church is open. Here's one of the new palace elements exclusive to Royale, the weird seed. When you find one, it's going to restore SP. It's pretty useful to find a treasure one day. You can find 3 of them, and when you find all 3, you receive a unique item. The side of the tower is different, but with the same enemies. To get over this part, you can just use the grappling hook or use the old road. Before entering the tower, there's a platform above you that you can reach through a duct, where you can find a treasure chest and the second weird seed. The door for the elevator in the tower is open, and after you use it and reach the main hall, there's one room where you can unlock another elevator. In Persona 5, on this elevator, there's an enemy and a treasure chest. Now, you can use it to reach the last seed. The enemy before the door is a mini-boss that you can encounter in Persona 5 before reaching the last room of the palace. You can no longer reach that room. The Weird Seed gives you an item with a skill, not a buff or some stats bonus. These type of items are exclusive to Royale. Some treasure chests are in different locations with different items or both. When you're searching the left eye, the guards that are protecting it leave the room, and the mini-boss can be reached through a new platform. In the fight, Morgana explains the technical attacks. The game has some in-game awards. We'll talk about this in another episode. You can no longer encounter Andras in the palace. There's a new treasure chest near the scythe trap that you can reach through a gap. Before the last safe room, you can use the grappling hook to reach a treasure chest. The game has a new auto function for the dialogues. When you go back to the Velvet Room, the twins talk about a new mode, the Challenge Battles. It's a mode with a point system that gives you some rewards. There's a new background, new host, and a new animation. The Infiltration Log has new voices for the Weird Seed. When you come back from a palace, you can do some activities at the LeBlanc. You don't need to sleep right away. Sometimes the dialogues on the metro are different. If you send a calling card during rainy days, the weather remains the same. There's a new dialogue on the metro about the Gigolo arcade. Before the boss fight, the palace security level reached the 100%. The boss fight has very little differences. The ability libido boost is for 3000 as default. When Kamoshida is ready for his skill shot, he calls Mishima and Susui for help. They're going to lift the ball so he can do his special move. You can do another special choice, where you can keep attacking Kamoshida or focus on Susui. And this is the end of the first episode. There's one last part in this video, the extra zone. This part is less edited and it's about the little differences I already talked about. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.